International Podcast Day is September 30th, and you can help spread the word. You may be asking, what can I do to get involved? It's pretty simple. Head over to internationalpodcastday.com and check the suggestions. Then use hashtag International Podcast Day to join the conversation. You can reach out and connect with other podcasters, listeners, and your favorite podcast hosts. Remember September 30th, International Podcast Day, a day-long celebration of the power of podcasts.
Hello, happy International Podcast Day and welcome to episode 131 of the
Is
Trample
this
Back
even a day?
131. Yeah, it's a real day.
It's a real day.
I didn't make it up. Someone made it up. All days are made up.
That's true. How are you planning to celebrate International Podcast Day,
Oh,
Chris?
you're going to make me fucking retweet this without comments, so I'll just fucking do what I'm told.
I'm going to sit and work and listen to podcasts all day, like I do every day.
You listen to any good ones lately?
I've not stopped listening to that quantum mechanics podcast. So he said like 15 guests on to discuss quantum mechanics,
Right.
who are experts in the field, but there's only like 150 people who even study quantum mechanics because it's such a minefield. It's like, fuck it, just accept it. What Einstein said is definitely correct and we'll just move on. But they're going, nah, but it's not right though. We know that the particles and waves move at different times when you look at them.
Is the money good?
No, there's no money in it at all. So they're basically,
that's people that are
they're
just
basically
fucking
writing their careers
You
off.
get paid in quarks.
beasting their parents.
So we have more celebrity deaths that we held back on you from last episode.
Mate, there've been a
Did
plethora.
did you just insert the intro music there?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I've never even seen that happening.
Sneak in you like a green beret.
In another world, you seen it happening though.
Oh, fuck.
In another world, you're not podcasting right now and you're much happier.
In one world, he enjoys doing this.
No, that's one of the many worlds that definitely
Don't
doesn't
even
exist.
fucking touch that scab. Don't fucking touch that scab, man. Because if that scab comes off, you need TCP and fucking that gauze.
Barron Hilton died.
Who's he?
Well, despite all his lifetime of achievements, of which there are many, he was announced as grandfather of Paris Hilton. Barron Hilton died,
Wow.
which is the biggest fucking insult to anyone.
So why is the grandfather a porn star of celebrity death?
Well, because he was the chairman of the Hilton Hotel Groups from 1966 to 2007.
You mean the same Hilton that last week Conroy got his booking cancelled off of
Yeah.
booking.com?
Uh-huh.
But nobody look into it.
You don't think it's related to him passing away that his booking got
By the
cancelled?
way, how good were the World Championships? I can't believe Julian Alaphilippe and Matthew van der Poel podiumed.
I hope you put a bet on that now, because if that happens and you've not done anything about it.
I can't believe Bjorn Verneau stopped to say hello to you.
I did. See, when Ralph started talking to Orla Chenoweth of Eurosport, I thought there's no way she's coming out in the Randan with us.
I actually can't believe I was texting Ralph after I talked about Liam Gallagher. I can't believe Ralph's changed his mind on the Liam Gallagher album.
We listened to it all the way there and all the way back.
As well as being the chairman of the Hilton Hotel Group, he also was the co-founder of the American Football League that was merged into the NFL.
Yeah.
To be,
Right.
yeah.
Wow.
And he was the owner and founder of the LA Chargers. But his obituary headline, grandfather of Paris Hilton, dead.
Paris Hilton is not like...
But
For a
don't say anything derogatory about the way she looks.
No, I was going to say as a porn star, she's not done a lot of work recently. Like,
She's not done anything since House of Wax.
in which, like, see if you've already done porn, right? You should be able to.
Done porn is a term that I'm not sure.
Was she filmed having sex naked on camera?
Yes.
Porn.
Did she get any dough for it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that qualifies.
Okay. Fair enough.
But there's a scene in that film where she's giving head to somebody in a car, and it's like there's not a lot from that visual. So the car door you can't see lower, you just see the head. From that visual, you can already tell she's not really sucking a dick.
5 days in New York and he's calling a gobble head.
Wait. The joke there is that you called it a gobble. Head's not an Americanism.
Hey, I'm jerking here.
Gary, 2 jokes.
Thanks.
Oh, Fucking hell, man. Oh, let me readjust my fanny pack.
That is its name, actually. Also.
Head. So,
Again?
please tell me more about Vietnam. how it affected you.
So the man who basically made the Hilton hotels a success and expanded it from a couple of hotels to a global brand has been reduced to
His granddaughter's.
Well,
Nis.
Well, if he had helped out with the parenting further down the line, maybe she wouldn't be such a roaster.
Him and Lionel Richie.
Yep,
A lot to answer for.
they do. Good show though.
Really?
It was the original
The original what?
of those shows, Kardashians, all that nonsense. They were the original. Absolute riots. They were fun. I liked
What
that
about
show.
the Osbournes?
No, I liked that show. That was better. They were both at the same time though. What was the other one? What was the Jessica Simpson one?
Oh,
Remember her? Right?
fucking her and Nick.
Nick
Ashley
Lachey.
Simpson.
Nick Lachey. No, she was the one
Was
in
she
Mind.
not in it?
Aye, she would have been. She'd have been the wee.
Is it not
wee
called
sister.
something like Rich Bastards?
It was something, but they were just married. Newlyweds.
Is that what it was called?
What show that was and all? Bring back MTV. I know it never went away, Gary. It's just terrible.
maybe, maybe if you'd watched less MTV,
Never.
you wouldn't be referring to things in the Americanization.
Yeah.
I was getting head in the garage next to the garbage can
Out by the sidewalk.
out by the sidewalk. I was giving this guy Chris, it's head when you give it.
So who's the other death you have, John?
I have no idea.
It's a guy called Stephen Weber.
All right.
Oh,
He's only famous after the fact.
Yeah, he's famous because he's died, not...
Right. And you know what? I'm getting ahead of this. You were very sensitive last week about the Rickson thing. This guy.
I've changed my mind in the Rickson thing. I've had a couple of days to think about it.
This guy deserves everything that happened to him. Everything.
Right, Gary, give us a bit of context here. His plan was...
He was free diving to the window of an underwater bedroom. He was wearing a mask and flippers, but no breathing equipment. So they were staying in an underwater hotel. He approached the window of their room and held up a note sealed in a plastic bag.
Pretty much every hotel south of Birmingham in 10 years is going to be underwater.
As his girlfriend filmed and laughed from the inside. The note said, "I can't hold my breath long enough to tell you everything."
Oh, it was a note?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in
Right.
paper and
Right.
aye.
"I can't hold my breath long enough to tell you everything I love about you, but everything I love about you, I love more every day. Will you please be my wife and marry me?" He then produced a ring in a box, which he showed to Anatin
No widow.
and before swimming
Near widow.
before swimming to the surface. It isn't clear what happened after Weber swam out of camera range.
Weber?
Weber's sister says that Antonine went up to the deck to meet Weber as he emerged, but soon realised that something was wrong. She wasn't able to reach the hotel for help, so she flagged down a passing boat. And
Do you know that this is a deleted scene from So I Married an Axe Murderer?
the people on board
She's
helped
got a
her
twin.
pull Weber from the water. We don't know if he was injured on his way up, or he hit his head, or if he had a heart attack.
So that was put into the Brexit Dad's WhatsApp chat. And you could tell a lot of the ones that were married immediately jumped in and went, "Fucking lucky bastard."
Do you know my hate? And this is, oh God, I'm actually getting worse at this as I talk. My anger's towards the fact that part of the proposal wasn't for anyone other than social media. That wasn't for them.
Aye, she's filming it.
She's filming it. I honestly believe the proposal took place 30 minutes before that, and they had an amazing idea for Instagram, so he's went back out. But see, whilst that's happening, she's going like, "Fuck, I knew he was going to propose. I don't want to marry this guy. See, when he's coming back up, I'll lamp him with his breathing apparatus,"
Aye.
and then just say he disappeared. She killed him, Gary, is basically what I'm saying.
Well, that's what his sister's also saying, I think.
Really, 100%. That's all I thought of when I heard this story. Was that she? What? Why would he do that? Why would he jokingly put up, "I have not enough breath to tell you how I feel," whilst knowing he could have got breathing apparatus if he wanted it? Why wouldn't he have that? That'd have been my first option. Underwater proposal, breathing apparatus, please.
I fucking drowned him in his sleep and then chucked him. Then tied a fucking note to his neck.
Yeah.
Like, the note was stapled into his neck. It was weird.
See when she said yes, and he started swimming deeper.
No, she didn't say yes.
She didn't say yes.
She didn't get a chance to say yes
Didn't.
because he didn't resurface.
The plus side is, I've heard good things about drowning.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, move to the light and
Drowning and being set on fire. I hear painless deaths, nothing happens.
who's raving about marriage? Is that what I mean?
That's true.
If you could have your choice.
And at least he's never going to be embarrassed by his granddaughter.
People would never choose to
Correct.
drown twice.
Aye. I'm sorry if you don't have these close. What nationality were the couple?
American.
And whereabouts did it happen?
East Africa.
Tanzania.
See, is there not an awful lot of these stories end up a bit fucking weird?
She's killed him.
Aye, like that's where you go on honeymoon when you've made a bad decision.
So that section is non-celebrity murder.
Yeah. Trample Bat episode 131. This will be used in the first episode of the Netflix series.
Aye, we're pretty much doing the Netflix pilot here, aren't we?
Drowning a fiance.
How fucking stupid. Like, how far going, this is such a special way.
I love you to death.
What was his name?
Stephen Weber.
Right, can you imagine dinner parties in 6 years' time where she really does? Oh, of course, I'll tell you what Stephen did. Have you heard what Stephen did? Like, now, dinner parties will not have to hear that story, which is it's a fucking bonus.
Yeah. Sounds like he's winning this, to be honest.
Society's one.
Yep. Instagram still got his proposal.
Aye, the fucking story still got out.
Yeah, you got to make bank.
Aye.
Got to sell the story.
Yeah, she'll be an influencer now. She'll be selling like breathing apparatus products on her fucking site.
It's a wedding planner.
In the movie, when the fucking boat chugs away, the captain turns round and it's Amanda Knox.
So someone else who had a really bad week is Boris Johnson.
Is he dead?
Not at the moment, as far as we know.
There's fuck all round. Nothing's
I
happening.
can't believe they arrested him.
So yeah, we're recording this on Tuesday, the day the court case.
I can't believe the police would use the taser.
So the Supreme Court found against.
See what I was talking about last week about them being irresponsible about put the mentally weak onto videos and stuff.
Yeah.
See that Boris Johnson guy?
Yeah, that's awful.
Like, they shouldn't be fucking
Nope.
showing that.
Shouldn't be up. That should literally be off. It shouldn't be on Twitter. It's horrible.
Like,
You're making fun of someone who definitely has a learning difficulty. As far as
I
I'm
don't know what you're
concerned.
talking about.
There's a BBC interviewed somebody in a shopping mall,
something like that.
and the
man.
guy keeps calling him Boris Johnson, and he obviously
I hope it catches.
yeah.
I hope a week later we've been listening to a week of Boris Johnson's.
Yeah.
But he's got like a wee crazy tash, and you can tell the way he's talking. Going, do you know what? To put that out is to take advantage of him. Like, you're not looking after his best interests. You're Tony. Mind you, called him Boris Johnson. So that poor guy's going to get.
So do you think by Friday Boris Johnson's been forced to resign?
Nope.
Oh, are we going for predictions?
Yeah, go
Right,
for
let's go for a couple of predictions well out, right? Is Brexit going to happen on Halloween, Gary?
No.
Would you think?
it. I think it will.
I think it will as well. What's going to stop? What is going to stop it? See if they bring Boris out and they put somebody else in,
That's another week gone.
they're just going to go for it again.
Aye. How long was Parliament suspended?
5 weeks.
That felt like no time at all. We're now 5 weeks closer to Brexit, and all we're talking about is whether Boris Johnson liked the Queen or not.
No.
Oh, no.
It's not went to 5 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
Right. So it's to be suspended for the full 5 weeks, right?
See when they brought the suspension in, did they just sort of quickly decide to have some party conferences, or were they already booked?
No, the party conferences were already booked, but normally they don't prorogue Parliament until the day before the conferences start, so it was done 10 days early.
The conferences were?
No, the shutting down of Parliament.
Oh, the fucking idea. The whole thing's rotten.
It's interesting as well to see Jeremy Corbyn's moved forward conference speech, where now that he knows that he won't ever be Prime Minister, he's announced that minimum wage will be made £10 an hour for anyone of any age. They'll nationalise rail, post, water, electricity. and
All of this sounds great, by the way.
trains. Yeah.
He's also on free flights to the moon on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Why is Corbyn so unelectable? Is it just because the media won't get behind him?
Yeah. Because the media will tell you that he's a bad man.
He has made a howler at the Brexit thing.
Aye, that's what's rubbed me up the wrong way. I quite liked him. It's all stance on.
Can you imagine a night out with Johnson, Corbyn, Swinson? Who's the SNP dude? He's not a good speaker, him. Angus?
No, Ian
Blackford? He's not a good speaker.
No, he's
he looks
not.
too flustered. He looks like the guy in the office that's just had too much and he's got a wee bit emotional, so he's just going to speak up rather than being straight down the line and fucking to be dealt with. He looks like a wee whiny cat.
Wee whiny cat.
You see a cat that would whine rather than just fucking take its dinner.
Just a lot of distraction. This is Brexit's happening.
Unbelievable, isn't it? You're like, Mind the News used to be like 4 stories sport weather.
Yeah.
Like, how much shit is that? Right, what have we got on the stories then? We've got Boris Johnson maybe going to jail. Is he going to go to jail?
Nah.
Greta Thunberg. What else have we got?
People stuck all over the world to try to get flights home.
Oh, by the way, all the people that just come back with Tom's Couch, it's good to have you back.
Who saw that buyout for Mike Ashley coming?
Oh. Fucking hell. It just seems so much doom and gloom now, doesn't it? Climate emergencies, fucking no deal Brexit.
Yeah, the climate emergency is not really, like, it's been an emergency for a long time.
What about that fucking doomsday clock? Where are we with that, Gary? I always like to get a wee look at that.
It's not moved for a while.
What time are we at?
I think they moved it to like half a second to midnight, and then they're like, we can't move it any closer.
Right, so that's how fucking close it is.
Yeah.
Do you know about the doomsday clock?
Nah.
Tell him about the doomsday clock.
There's a big fake countdown clock.
To what?
Oblivion.
Oh,
Right.
So, because doomsday could have been any version.
Scientists in it's climate or the extinction of the human race.
Yeah.
So where are we at?
Well, where did they start the clock and when did they
I
start
think
the
we
clock?
started it at 10 seconds to midnight in like the 70s.
Right.
Sort of the way the world's going with the Cold War and global warming that was predicted back then. You know, it was 10 on a global, on the scale of the universe, we were only 10 seconds away from disaster. And every couple of years they move it forward a second and there's a big press event.
Did they ever take it back?
No.
So at no point have we ever kind of went, we're doing all right. Give ourselves a second back.
Aye. No, it's not like the Crystal Maze.
Right.
You
You
get a
kind of
crystal
game.
and
You kind of game
gain-
time.
No.
I think we'll be alright.
You will be.
Nah,
I'm only 24.
that's a good point. I think we'll be fine. I think we're about to enter the best time ever. That's my genuine feeling. I think we're that close to creating new organs, removing carbon emissions from the air using the stuff that's been invented in China, which has already been used underground when they're doing coal mining and stuff. I think we're very close to inventing something awesome.
But your version of alright is basically the disco scene from The Matrix.
Is that not everyone's version of alright?
No, you're thinking of Blade.
I think everything's going to be brilliant. It's going to be even better.
Even better than...
As right now. Everyone bitching about Brexit and worrying things are going to happen. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll always be fine.
People will not stop bitching about Brexit. No matter what happens, this is it for like 50 years.
Did I mention this in not the last podcast, the other podcast, going, is there any chance of Brexit being this generation's Y2K bug?
No. It's this generation's Second World
Second
War.
World War?
Of people going, well, the young people of today, I mean, we survived Brexit.
Do you know, when Brexit happened, we were running about and we were only using 64 gig a week. Can you imagine surviving on rations like that? And Patisserie Valerie closed down.
Remember patisseries?
No, like when your dad was born, he'd never even tasted confectionery custard. And I mean,
Everybody went on the holidays with Thomas Cook.
Would to start going with Ryanair? It was Croatia. I mean, who goes to Croatia? We were there with no international roaming. The Italians laughing at us.
I had to spend a summer in Scarborough.
Primark was your good clothes. Gene, remember that? Primark was your good clothes. It's going to be... Do you know, your Uncle Tony was down to 4 toilets at one stage in his new build. They didn't even have enough solar panels to power the hot tub. You just don't know you're living.
You know President Thunberg? She was just a wee lassie crying on the telly.
And they invaded everybody with their solar powered submarines.
Yeah, something exciting's coming, Gary.
Before the purge.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
That's your next pay-per-view event.
The Purge?
Aye, that'll be...
I'll go for her.
The Running Man.
I watched that the other day.
The Running Man.
Still holds up.
Stephen King book.
I don't know. Arnold Schwarzenegger film.
Here's the difference there. Is that Stephen King?
I can't read!
Is that?
Talking of things coming back from the past.
Uh-oh. Who have you found?
We're not talking about football teams again.
There's a big sports star about to make his big comeback.
Right.
Are you aware of this?
No.
You remember Nigel Benn? What age do you think he would be?
Do you know, I'd have a pretty good guess at Nigel Benn's age.
Go for it. I mean, you should do it because you can think of the two fights.
53.
Oh, close. 2 out.
2 out. 55?
Yeah.
Oh, wrong way.
Yeah.
He's Rocky Balboa.
Isn't it amazing how that 2 years, see if you'd said 51, you're right, you'd have went, oh, right, okay, maybe he's got half a chance. 55? No.
He'll still be a fit man.
He's very fit. He'd be past fit by the Irish boxing.
What, it's no darts? It's no the BDO? No. What, he's going to box?
The British Boxing Organisation have said no, but the British and Irish Boxing Organisation have said yes.
They just love the carry on. Who's he going to fight?
I don't know. It's on the thing. It's 23rd of November.
Michael Johnson? No, it's no. What's that? Michael. Who was the guy Eubank really badly hurt?
Yaxley Lennon.
Oh, that'd be good.
But there's videos of him, to be fair, fucking hitting the pads.
What was Michael's name? That Eubank hospitalised and Ben fought him as well. The fights between the three were just brutal. And they were showing this Saturday night on ITV.
Aye.
He doesn't want to box again. He just wants closure.
Essentially,
what's he looking to close?
His
if he quit too early.
Have you heard him speaking? Like, he is punch drunk. Not like Eubank.
Yeah. There's a few of them like that, to be fair, though.
He initially tried to fight Chris Eubank, and that fell on deaf ears. That set a fire in Nigel, and he chased down Steve Collins. They even tried Roy Jones Jr. But this isn't just a whim, it's been bugging Nigel for the last few years.
So I'm going to be honest. See now, there's a couple of guys I didn't like at school I'd like a crack at. Who the fuck's going to promote it? This is a freak show.
Yeah, but it'll get, as I'm saying, it'll get figures, it'll get viewed. But
is his son not a boxer?
Yeah, that's definitely what's happened. As he's seen his son get a wee bit of limelight and he's went, I don't think I was ready to give this up when I did.
Well, fucking 20 years was the decision to...
I know.
Oh.
So the reason we've got this in is because this is just potentially absolutely awful. But the videos of him, he still looks fucking fit.
What was the name of the boxer that Eubank... It was fucking live in telly. I remember watching it as a kid. Just a horrible thing.
So was that like the three of them going at each other?
Aye, and the three of them were all just spectacular, ferocious sports people. You know, really, like, see they talk about hype, but you're looking up there, Gary.
Try to find who he's fighting against. They've announced the date and everything, and I can't see who it's against.
That's because it's a fucking nobody.
Yeah, they'll try to get him a fighter, I guess. That can.
Yeah.
Will you Google Chris Eubank and Michael and it'll self-populate?
Oh, former world champion Saki Obika, 40, has been tipped to be his opponent.
Right, okay.
Sorry,
Michael
Chris
Watson.
Eubank,
Michael Watson. What a fucking beautiful young man he was when he was just risking the sport, isn't it?
Yeah, but this could be dangerous.
I think he was a fireman. Does he need the money, Ben? Is that what that is?
No, he's saying he doesn't. Because him and his son and Eubank have got that banked. If they ever fall, well, Eubank's son isn't competing.
You think so?
Maybe that wee nostalgic. Oh, the two sons are playing. We'll see.
Fucking Eubank was off his head. They fucking bought the truck. He was driving the truck round Brighton.
Aye.
John, you want to get angry about your parking fine?
Yeah. So I think this is something we track, unless by the time this episode comes out, they've just completely backed down. So
the legal might of John Walker versus City Hall.
yeah. So NCP car park
Oh,
at King Street, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've parked there, went into town, went back and left, paid for my parking, got in my car. So the NCP at King Street takes a picture of you coming in the car park.
Yep.
You have to then type in your specific regi plate,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll call up how long you've been there and how much you owe.
Yep.
You then pay that, leave, it takes a photo and says, yep, we get that payment for that regi plate, we're good to go. I got a letter through saying that on the 11th of August at 6:07 I left the venue and didn't pay my parking. So I went, that's weird, I parked there quite a lot. I must have paid this. So I've looked at my bank and went, right, there's a payment that's came off 2 days later, but it doesn't tell me any more information.
Mm-hmm.
I'll phone up my bank. So I phone up my bank and go, look, I've got a parking fine, I just want to check. There's a bill here, but I do park there quite a lot during the week, so I'm not sure if it's been for another day. They went, no, this was at 6:01 on Sunday the 11th of August. I was like, good. £6.50, perfect, I can nail it. Can you tell me the venue? Yep, NCP King Street. Perfect, I'm in. 6:01 was when I paid it, 6:07 is when I've left. That's what's happened. So I asked my bank to send me over a transaction number and a scanned copy of the receipt and showing the location. So I've added that to the appeal on NCP.
How much is the fine?
£100, but you can pay 50 early, but if you appeal you can no longer pay the lesser value. So I put in my appeal and go, well, I've got all the evidence here. I paid at 6:01, there's the receipt, go find the money, we're good. Got an email back just saying rejected. I went, alright. Any more information? But what NCP do is they don't give you a contact number, a name, an email address to contact.
Mm-hmm.
There's no follow up on the appeal to say this is why we've rejected this.
Mm-hmm.
But it does say at the bottom, if you still feel your appeal has not been listened to properly, please send in another appeal to the independent appeal services who work with all these private parking companies. So I've done the same thing. I've went to phone my bank and went, can you think if there's anything else I need to put in here? They went, no, that is enough information to get this overturned. We've sent money to that company for this. If they can't allocate it, that's on them. But you've paid the parking. Because what's their argument? Is that
they're really helpful at Coots.
What is your argument? Is that I've turned up at this car park, accidentally typed in someone else's regi plate, paid someone else's parking that would have matched up the timing, and then got in my car. So the independent appeal service have come back and said, right, we've taken on your appeal, but we have noticed that they've logged with us already that you haven't proved that you paid for your car. And I went, well, I can never prove that because when I pay my car,
How about when you type in the number?
But it doesn't matter because once I hit pay, I don't get any receipts.
They must know by the transaction number.
They should do. They should be able to allocate the transaction number with the payment being sent.
Yeah.
Whether they know that that's for that regi plate, I guess if there's something went wrong with the transaction where it's went into a sundry account.
See to find out that £6.50 number.
It's going to cost them more money.
No, see to find that £6.50 amount. You need to put in your number.
Yep. And it tells me how long I've been there and give off a value.
So that's your log of the transaction. That's your registration number.
So what they're saying is that was never paid. And I'm like, well I paid £6.50 for something. So what is your argument? Their argument is that could have been paid for someone else's parking.
But you wouldn't have had access to it.
No, but I could have typed in another regi plate of a car in there and went, pay that, it's leaving.
But surely 6:01, 6:07 it matches up. Let's get a look at the fucking CCTV here, Jerry.
Yeah.
But they must know what registration plate you typed in on that transaction.
And number. I know what pay station I was at, so if you do have CCTV covering the car park, you will see me at it and do my contactless transaction at it as well. But again, there's no way of me proving that I paid that one at that time. There's no way.
I think the technology does prove it.
You've got no way of...
I can't, because I don't get a receipt.
Right. who takes the photo of the registration plate and the registration?
The camera.
Well, that's logged.
Yeah, they know when I entered, they know when I left. But what
And
happened
they
at
know
that
that you made a payment.
payment? But what they're saying is, we've no idea if that was for that car. And I'm going, what are the fucking chances that I've paid one at 6:01, but because you can't communicate to them, because there's no email address, there's no phone number. Same with independent appeal set, there's no phone number or email address you can contact. You just send an appeal again.
I think we should be going to the newspapers.
So, I have contact,
like this.
So my sister-in-law, I think you mentioned this.
Sad face holding up the letter.
Wearing the Rangers away top.
So my brother's wife's cousins.
Do you know him that's pregnant could stand next to you?
Are lawyers. So I just quickly go, Gary, can you text one of them and just tell him so he's telling him, and he goes, yeah, he said, I know in certain circumstances need to pay this. You do not pay this at all. He goes, they will try and take it to court. If it goes to court, he's like, I've had 3 of them this month because they do speeding fines, parking, and other road offences. And he said, I've had 3 of these in court this month and they've just been thrown out the instance that's been explained, and it costs him about $1,000 to get the date. He's like, so don't pay anything. They're trying to worry you because they go, as soon as you appeal, you go, you can't pay the £50 anymore though. Once we reject it, it's £100 or nothing. You go, well, why is that the thing? Like, if you had come back and me said, oh, we've looked at that payment, that was actually for a Friday parking offence, that was actually for Friday's parking that we matched up to, and maybe for some reason I had actually done something wrong, you go, oh, well, why am I not allowed to pay the £50 though?
We've actually spoke about this longer than he parked.
That's true.
Right, keep us up to date.
Yeah, we're going to just log it and see what happens.
John Walker's Law Corner.
I went to visit my gran in our nursing home.
I hope you took her fucking voting slip.
I took her creme caramels.
What the fuck are they?
It's like a yogurty mousse thing.
It's like a French cigarette.
We were talking, and she went, oh, my father had the most beautiful handwriting. I thought, oh, did he? Like, the neighbours and his friends in the pub used to talk. If anybody needed a form filled in, they'd come to him and he'd do the handwriting. I said, oh, where did he teach himself to do that, or did he do a craft or something that did it? He went, no, what it is he was born with 2 thumbs on one hand.
Right. Where was it?
It just had an extra thumb.
Was it in replacement?
It was like 2 thumbs.
Was there 6?
He had 6 fingers on one hand.
Okay.
And when he was a child, they removed it, but had to fix and fuse this thumb into place. And my gran said, because that was fixed in place, he could really hold a pen really well and had a really fluid writing technique because he had this fixed thumb. And it got me thinking that every time you've called me a mutant, that's actually really offensive.
When did I call you a mutant?
All the time.
Is that a word I would use?
Doesn't sound like. Sounds like you use a much worse word.
A mutant? As you were telling that story, I did have a quick digit count.
I know. It's got me thinking. Everyone's got 12 toes, right?
When did Fastlane start?
There was also a uranium factory at the edge of Loch Lomond.
Uranium.
There's a really, 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 really well-off doctor who specialises in thumb reconstruction in Dumbarton.
I know this is bad podcasting, but do you think they did this in the poster? And the listener knows what I did there.
It's 3 thumbs up reconstructive surgery.
Right. See if you had a kid, Gary,
and
it had an extra thumb.
I'd throw it in the river.
The extra thumb?
Not the whole thing.
Mate.
A write-off.
You kidding me? You'd start fucking sizing it for a costume. It's obviously going to be a superhero.
I would look at it like, at some point in life, there's potential for you to lose a thumb.
I'm never playing you at
got a spare.
PlayStation.
So son, why don't you just keep the third thumb?
Aye.
Just in case I do something silly, I'm making you dinner, I'm cutting something.
I'm thinking, imagine how good at Fortnite he would have been.
Aye. FIFA.
He was born out of time.
Aye.
To be some gamer.
I also had a wee
Played
moment.
2 guitars at the one time. You couldn't get them off a glockenspiel.
I do come from a very musical family. Maybe that's where stems from.
Control-Alt-Delete would be easy for him in one hand. Remember, I still said head though.
It was my
We use the restroom after this.
it was my cousin's kid's birthday party at the weekend.
Cousin's kid birthday, but right, okay.
On the Saturday, and on the because things are going well for me now.
You've got direct contact with an HR department.
I forgot to take my medication on.
Hi, Gary
Friday.
again.
Yeah, I forgot to take my prescribed medication on Friday,
Okay.
and I didn't notice
To keep your thumbs down.
yeah, to limit the growth of my thumb. And I didn't notice.
Gary, have you taken your growth maintenance? The thumb ones. And the irony is you couldn't get the blood.
So,
Sorry, mate. You forgot to take your medication.
so on Saturday, I turned up at this party. I was like, I feel a bit funny, but I hadn't quite clocked yet what had happened. And I was sat.
Were you barely entering reality? Like coming out the fog?
Aye.
Well,
Aye, it was
I
coming out
was
the...
sitting.
What is this?
It was in like a
See faces.
in like a social club kind of place, and all the
Gary, say Masonic Hall.
Aye.
no, it wasn't. I'm sorry. It was
a
a
handshake going in.
It was an angling club.
Handshake. Could touch 3 knuckles at the one time.
The really secret handshake. So I was sitting, and I noticed my brother and my dad sitting next to me, and they're both on their mobile phones, checking the football scores, but like really intensely, just like hadn't looked up in ages.
Okay.
And it was a kind of foggy haze, and I slowly like panned round the room, and every single man was in the exact same
Yeah.
crowded over their phone position.
The coop and crouch.
Yeah. And then as I got to like halfway, it was all women, and each group of women had a toddler
Right.
that was walking around, and they were all going, no. And I panned across the whole room, and I went, oh,
You were caught in the middle.
I'm dead.
Because I'm doing neither.
I'm dead. I'm dead. And I started thinking, wait a minute, how did I die again? And I sat for like 5 minutes just going, oh fuck, I can't even remember what happened. Oh well.
Is there a happy end to this, Gary?
Nah, just after about 10 minutes, I went,
Princess Diana was walking behind the bar.
that's just Balak.
That's where she'd be hiding.
Prince Andrew works in the newsagent.
Like Dodie in the cellar.
It was just a really
More
weird,
Guinness, Dodie.
a really, really weird 10 minutes where,
So you're attributing this to not being on medication?
yeah,
I'm going to say the opposite. This is an adverse effect to you
Aye.
being on the medication.
I think
initially.
I'd maybe slide down the dosage.
Aye, wean yourself.
it
over
definitely
that.
felt like an off
Off kilter moment.
kilter off moment. It was weird.
Maybe lay off them, mate.
I feel okay about it. That's why I'm telling you. If I was worried about it, I wouldn't have brought it up. I feel fine.
Oh, but we're not going to do anything about it.
I'm too busy.
The fucking intervention. Who's got time?
So when have you guys ever thought you were dead?
Fucking most Sunday mornings. Saying that last prayer. If you can just slow this heart rate down, God, I'll start believing in you.
So let's see that when you can actually feel it.
No, you can hear it and you're not even there.
Boom, boom,
Like,
boom,
what the fuck, eh?
boom, boom.
On your phone, your brother's going, John, I'm going to turn whatever that is down. Okay, that's my heart.
You're not really a spirits kind of guy, are you?
I like vodka.
Like gin.
Have you seen the new Coca-Cola mixers?
You not brought us up.
I
Oh, you
seen
showed us a
you showed
picture,
us a
didn't you?
picture.
Yeah, oh, so that, yeah. I got the smoky one, or the woody one. The woody one that goes with
Do you know
Jack
what?
Daniels.
I've got too much respect for getting fucking drunk and high to be bothered about what gets me there.
Yeah.
Like, see if you're going to put, like...
You're not a connoisseur of alcohol, you just like the volume.
No, you like a Guinness. You like Guinness for what it is, surely.
Yeah.
You wouldn't eat that. You wouldn't drink that. If you eat that, it's probably.
Yeah, but he doesn't drink it for the taste.
I don't know.
I like if I had my choice, I'd take a pint of Murphy's over the Guinness. But it's just market forces dictate Guinness is the stout of choice.
I tried a couple of them and it was quite nice. It was kind of sweet and woody. And
What, Guinness or the
Coke? It's Cokes.
I'm sure they've done the research and it
Yeah, it
makes
was nice.
sense.
It was like it was different. I popped it in my head.
I have a lot of respect. It's always hipster bars though. When you go into a bar and someone will correct you on something, I always respect that. Like if I go, can I get that vodka with lemonade? And they go, you'd be better with a wee bit of water and a dash of lime. Go, you know what? The fact you've said that, I'm going to let you pour it. And they've always been right.
Do what you fucking like. I'll be back for the cubicle in 6 minutes. Fucking knock them up. Keep a change.
Yeah, so I trust the guys know what they're doing. So if they've invented a Coke that was meant to go with X drink, then I'm going to say, yeah, somebody's went, that's how that's meant to be drank. But like Conroy, it depends on the night.
Do you not think you're just thinking about it too much?
Probably, but I enjoyed it.
So what did you have? You had
Jack Daniels.
Normal Jack Daniels?
Just normal Jack Daniels.
Okay.
It was just nice, wee bit different.
Do you know what? I do approach it differently. Like, if I was drinking spirits in the house, the first thing I would think about is, where's that right big glass? Fucking ice cubes is a fruit. Can we count this? Can we stroke this one off? But would you drink spirits in the house?
Oh, mate, I do.
How many nights a week would you drink spirits?
Oh, no, mate, I'm cutting down. I'm trying to get down to like one big drink in a week.
I thought I'd maybe chuck it for a bit.
I was going to do Sober October, but we've got Elro on the 11th.
Do you know what? You're going to get there and you're going to go, I'm too old for Elro.
No, I'm already realising that's the case, but at the same time, like, fuck it.
Like, even who's on? Are they for you?
The day will be alright.
Where is it?
SWG free.
If you're going to something like that, you really want it to be Barcelona. Who's on?
I don't know.
You've not even looked at the lineup?
No, it's Liam's present for Jennifer.
See if anybody is going to SWG3, watch out for a wee red-headed security guard. I actually hate the prick.
Is this a thorough check guy?
No, just whoever they've got doing the yellow badge security, yellow t-shirt security up there, they're absolute scumbags.
Aye.
Like, do you know how they police the gig as if they're missing the gig? You know, they had a ticket, and they're raging.
It'll be a good night, I've no doubt, but I can't go sober.
No.
I can't.
Gary, can you pinpoint any time you've been fucking wrecked?
Like,
surely that would be better than thinking that you were in purgatory at a child's birthday party.
The only time that I've been, the most drunk I've ever been, was my end of college night out, and my friend Debbie got me on tequilas at 6 o'clock.
Whoop whoop.
And firewater.
Nice.
And we kept going. My friend Brian had a Peugeot 206, but he had it done up with the
Fido Dido.
Yeah, with the like scoop and the wing and everything.
Oh, you were right into that whole car club thing down there. Oh.
My friends were into it, and I made them a website, so I got sort of dragged into it. But
dragged. That's a reference.
So I lay on Sucky Hall Street pavement, shouting, "Somebody tell me when they see the Batmobile!"
Right.
And people just looked at me like I'd lost my fucking mind.
That's because you hadn't been drunk before, Gary. People have those nights.
Yeah. And then he turned up in the car that looks like the Batmobile. And they went, "Oh, is that the guy you're looking for?" I'm like, yeah. And I rolled.
I mean, that sounds like a successful drunk night. You got home.
Yeah, but that was what you paid your money for.
Aye. The worst ones are like, I've woke up, I think I've said this before, I live on a loop road. My bedroom looks out onto the main road, and there's a bus stop you can see from my window. I've woke up in that bus stop with my gran walking my dog in the morning. I've woke up in that bus stop asleep at like 10 in the morning. 10 in the morning, which means buses have been running for 3 hours, 4 hours. There have been people at that bus stop who have just went, fucking hell, man.
Fuck that.
So
yeah, nights that you've not made it home.
No, I've never gone that far.
But that means I got to that bus stop.
I'm a very the reason I don't really like drinking that much is because the more I drink, the more down I get.
Right.
What are you drinking though?
Probably Jack Daniels or vodka. I know.
The depression drinks.
Yeah, I know. And then I get really inward and
I mean, it sounds like
thinky.
you're doing that anyway, Gary.
yeah. So I have a couple of drinks now and again, but I'm not really.
Yeah, you should
Big
have fucked
drinker.
up more, man.
Sorry,
Fucking wild with it.
I know.
but when's our day out?
Why do you bring us up in the podcast like it's fucking hassle?
That's exactly the point.
I'll get the train.
You get a train. Oh, I've been here with you before, Gary. You promise you bring your passport. You promise you fucking get wrecked. 6:15. Like, I'm just going to leave you to it, guys.
So we've been in the studio for a year.
Is that how long it's been?
And
Well,
yet we have no more fucking listeners, Gary.
Yes, we do.
We've got David, the guy David.
Sure, we do.
He wasn't here last year.
Oh,
It's a reason to celebrate.
No, it's
Is it?
awesome.
We've been in the studio for a year. We've done the Patreon for a year. With the most consistent episodes we've ever done.
we are the shittest player at 5-a-sides with the best boots.
Boom. Put that in a fucking Fringe release.
What's the French? What's the French? So, Gary, I wish you would fucking speak to me about this stuff before you bring it up.
I just thought it'd be nice to thank everybody for listening.
Do you know what? I'll put it in the chat when I'm going out.
No, I just mean in general. I just mean in general.
Thank everybody for listening.
Yeah.
We do appreciate them.
Yeah, we fucking do, aye.
But the problem we have is we could get them on in a phone box, Gary. We're just not aggressive enough.
I would
Do
agree.
you know what? See the fucking photos we've got? I'm wearing my school shoes.
Right. So what we're saying is, be more aggressive, get new photos. You desperately need new shoes. That's the three.
That's the takeaways from this.
I'm growing out of these.
Okay.
See,
You want some with laces this time?
Gary, I'll tell you something. See, every time my demands are met, incrementally, there is growth. But yet you seem to fight me at every fucking point.
See if I didn't fight you. You'd be happy.
We wouldn't be working during the day. It's all went quiet now, eh? You want to talk about fucking nights out? Let's get deep.
Abort.
Aye. It's like when you're going to give your mum your fucking piece of your mind, isn't it? Just got to get and fucking tell her I'm big enough to do what I like.
I just wanted to.
You think you're big enough to do what you like? Well, it wasn't that when I had to fucking bail you.
Just wanted to thank everybody for listening, that's all.
Well, what a shitty way to do it, Gary, be putting me under pressure to fucking make you feel uncomfortable. And do you know what? And then we're going to get suggestions for that, going, oh, we could do this, we could do that, we could do this, we could do that. Never does anybody say, get me in the Admiral at 4 and we'll take it for there.
Anybody want to add anything else?
I'm good.
No, I've got another hour here.
We'll do that for Patreon.
Have we covered everything here?
Yeah. We've covered our full page of notes.
Okay.
Apart from this star, this shoelace doodle, and this Google Maps line.
Imagine what a field a psychologist would have with that.
Yep.
Like, essentially, you've drawn an axis there with where you're comfortable. Look at that one where the bottom of your left hand is.
This.
No, see the other side, the left hand underneath your fourth thumb. Look at that empty. That's
Yeah.
where your growth is.
Yeah, this
You're
is
fucking not interested in that quadrant.
growth. Yeah.
And that's where you need to listen to me
Can do
and
it.
him for motivation. Now get to your bed.
It is bedtime.
Hope you've had a wonderful international podcast day.
Other podcasts that we like to recommend.